Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is I'm an international student who makes video about my experiences as an international student here in Canada. So for today's video, I decided to talk about passport stamping walk-in process. VFS recently opened their doors to walk-in applicants. So if you want a faster and more efficient way to get your passport stamped, then this one is for you. A few months ago, I uploaded a video about passport stamping via Courier. If that one works for you better, I'll link that video in the description box. Or if you can't decide which one works for you, I suggest that you watch both videos. If you got your visa approved recently and you don't know how to proceed with passport stamping, this one's for you. So without further ado, let's get started. First, let's talk about the advantages of doing a walk-in versus courier when it comes to passport stamping. The very first advantage is you don't have to schedule an appointment. You can just walk in at the VFS office in Makati to get your passport stamp. Second advantage is you don't have to get a manager's check to pay for your courier. VFS only accepts cash, so make sure before you go to the office you have enough cash to cover any expenses. Third advantage is it will substantially decrease your processing time. Instead of waiting for courier to send your documents to VFS and then waiting for courier again to send it back to you, you're eliminating that process, making it shorter for you to get your passports back earlier. So this walk-in procedure is best if you are just within Metro Manila or driving distance to the VFS office. However, if you live in the provinces, it might be better if you go with passport stamping via courier, but please make sure that you give enough lead time because it takes longer as compared to walk-in application. You can pick up your passport back as early as 2 business days. VFS is located at 29th floor, the World Trade Center building, 330 Senator Hill Puyat Avenue, Makati City. I suggest that you come early, 7 or 8 a.m. Since there is no appointment, it's first come first served basis. And if you go in later the day, accept a longer queue, which means a longer wait time. While if you come around 7 or 8 a.m., it will roughly take you an hour or less to submit your passport. Now let's talk about the requirements. You have to bring, of course, your passport, your PPR letter or passport request letter from IRCC, VFS Consent Form. I'll be linking where you can download and print the VFS Consent Form. And of course, as I mentioned, bring your cash. They do not accept credit or debit cards, so make sure you have cash. Now let's talk about fees. These are the most updated fees according to the VFS website. If you're going to drop off and pick up your passport, you don't have to be concerned of the one-way or two-way courier. Photocopying, printing, SMS, photo services, premium lounge, and locker services are optional. So you don't have to pay for any of these if you're not going to avail them. Just like what I said in the previous video, you can skip the SMS because they will send you the exact notification on your email. Inside the VFS office, they will not let you of any other personal items except for the required documents, your wallet, and your phone. But I believe they're going to ask you to put your phone on silent or turn it off. If you have other stuff with you, like a personal bag, they'll ask you to rent a locker and collect your stuff before you leave VFS. So tip, if you're going with someone and they'll be waiting for you outside the building, give them all your personal stuff except for your wallet and your phone and your requirements before you go up to the 29th floor. So you don't have to pay for the locker service. Now let's talk about the process. The process is very straightforward. You go to the World Trade Center building, then at the reception, you let them know that you are going to the 29th floor at VFS. They will ask you for an identification card so that they can issue you a visitor's badge. So make sure that you bring an identification card other than your passport. Now after the receptionist gives you a badge, you can now proceed to the 29th floor and then just queue on the line for passport stamping. Once it's done, they'll give you a receipt, which you'll have to present when you pick up your passport. When you have the receipt, you're done for the drop-off day. You can go home and wait for the notification from VFS telling you that your passport is ready for pickup, which normally takes about 2 to 3 business days. You go back to the World Trade Center building to pick up your passport. If you are unavailable to pick up yourself, you can delegate someone to pick it up for you. Just make sure that the delegate has a signed VAC consent form with delegate's name and relationship to the applicant, a copy of the biographic page of the applicant's passport, the original VAC services receipt, and a delegate's government-issued ID. Now, when you receive your passport and before you leave VFS, another tip, make sure that you check all information, your name, the issue, and then the expiry date, the type of visa, all the details in your visa before leaving VFS to make sure that they're all correct and accurate. And that's it. You got your visa stamp. I remember when I got my visa stamp, that's when it finally hit me that this is it. Congratulations on having your visa approved, and I hope watching this video gave you an idea on how to process your passport stamping. As normal, if you have any question, please don't hesitate to put them at the comment box. I would also appreciate if you can subscribe and like this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!